queuing on the list. So I will push sprite.uid. Okay. Then I select everything, and then what I can do is selection. Many ways to do it. I will do something like while selection isn't empty and sprite select by UID, you can do pop selection dot front, and then you can pop the front and set sprite to selected. Selected, where are you? Selected boolean. Selected to true, to false. That's how it looks. It should work. Here I'm emptying the. I don't have to, since here it will become empty and with this size. But for the first run, I could set 0 here, and I wouldn't have to do it here. But here it's since we most of the time look at the event sheet more than here, it's and since array bugs are kind of hard to debug, I prefer putting it here. Let's see. Okay, invert working. Invert. Oh, that's weird. Array bugs. Array bugs. For its sprites. Oh no, that's weird. Front, pop front is empty. Is not empty. While is not empty. What's invert? Invert. That's weird. Front. Push back sprite is selected for each sprite. That's kind of weird. Select all. Why is empty? It's not triggering this one. We'll check. Super weird. UID while is not empty. Pop front. Maybe I made a mistake somewhere. Probably. That's when you need. I like text boxes in text area mode to debug because you can scroll. Basically, you can write tons of stuff and scroll. With a text object, you can't do that easily. You can't do that. I usually do read-only to yes. Unfortunately, I can't resize. No, you have to create a CSS to resize the text. It's kind of tiny. What I want to do here is to check if I memorized everything correctly. So I want to do a for each selection for each element. I just need X. I want to write in the text box set text to self.text for concatenation. Selection dot cure can do cure X in parentheses or brackets. And equals the value itself. Selection dot curl value. Okay. How does it look when I do that? Okay, it doesn't work. I need to add a new line. Need to add a new line. Okay. Okay, so that's right. That was this one that was selected. Then okay. Oh, yeah. There's a bug with this kind of with the text box. When I release the mouse, it doesn't register as a release. Okay. Invert. Okay. So now, if I do invert and then invert, okay, it keeps only one sprite in the list. It keeps only one sprite in the list. Is selected for each sprite. Push back. Oh, for each sprite I set the size to 0, 0, 0. So wrong. It's wrong. Okay, invert. Working great. Okay, I don't need this anymore. I don't need this anymore. Okay, so basically you have the exact same behavior with this one and this one, but it's implemented another way. So what is the best way? None of them is the best way. This one you need to have an object that holds the selection. Yeah, so what? Here you need another boolean. I prefer that one because it's slightly more concise. And it reads slightly better, maybe. Was selected, it's kind of neat. But this one, maybe you can do something else with the selection. You can, if you have a list of selection, you can, yeah, you can do, don't know. For now, we'll keep the simplest one. Okay. Invert. Yeah, what we can do now is lock selection. Yeah, I think that will be the last feature I will cover. Lock selection and unlock all. So unlock all and lock. You can't unlock a selection since when you lock something the selection will disappear. So we will have lock and unlock all. Okay. Preparing stuff. Since I just renamed the action, the proper function will be called. That's neat. I'll create a group of functions. Okay, but now we have another state. We had the select state. The was selected is just a temporary state just for this function. But now we want a lock state. So we need another boolean. I will sort my boolean correctly. Lock. By default, it's a boolean. By default, it's unlocked. So it's false. And what we need to is a feedback. I think the lock feedback should be something like set opacity to 50%. Opacity 50%. What? Nothing. Okay, opacity to 50% if it's locked, and if it's not locked, 100%. Okay. Here it looks like you can't be in selected mode and lock mode in the same time. We will try to, when you go on lock mode, to unselect the object at the same time. So we won't have a locked object which looked slightly selected, like semi-transparent red. We won't have that. So what happens when we lock objects? When we click the lock button, we will lock the selected object. So we want the selected objects, and we will just unselect them, and oh, I just think about something. We'll see. And set boolean lock to true. Simple. Unlockable, you don't have to pick anything, and you will set lock to false to everything. Look at that. Select lock working, but here we have our first issue. You should not be able to select locked objects. Unlockable works nice. You shouldn't be able to select locked objects, and you shouldn't be able to move them. Alright. Before continuing on the lock unlocked, I just remember a third way to do an inversion, which would be even easier. It's just that in C2 you can do something like toggle boolean. Here you have an invert selection for free. I quite like that one, so I will keep that one and get rid of the was selected. Now, what you can see with using functions is that I can basically rewrite a function pretty fast and without having to worry about the external stuff. I made three different invert functions. They all do the same thing, but they are implementing a different way. Now, what I just remember, which could be nice, is to, since I save this kpx and I will release it, it will be nice to have all the invert function I made. So I will just Control Z everything. Okay, I will copy everything and redo everything that I made. Okay, and copy. Paste. I need my my array back. And I need my was selecting boolean back. And then I should be able to paste. Okay, I like that. So I will toggle and will name that invert 1, invert 2, and